one of the things that I did not do was give you a definition of methodology and what that was. And indeed, the same argument applies to theory. I didn't give you a definition of theory either. So this slide says methodology refers to systematically structured or codified ways to test theories. Methodology is particularly useful in the context of a progressive research program where hypotheses lend themselves to falsification. Given the range of assumptions about properties of actors and their interactions, various hypotheses can be deduced and ideally corroborated or rejected by empirical case studies or in quantitative research. So, systematically structured or codified ways to test theories. So the implication of this is that there's a relationship between methodology on the one hand and theory on the other. So theory, on the other hand, since we've just defined, or at least given one definition of methodology, theory is defined by the American Heritage Dictionary as follows: as systematically organized knowledge applicable in a relatively wide variety of circumstances, especially a system of assumptions, accepted principles, and rules of procedure devised to analyze, predict, or otherwise explain the nature or behavior of a specialized set of phenomena. So, first of all, we've had a definition of methodology. We've not studied competing definitions, nevertheless, there is one definition. Second of all, we've had a definition by the American Heritage Dictionary of what theory is, and my argument is that there's a basic assumption that I'm making, at least, that there's a relationship between methodology on the one hand and theory on the other. So, what does theory do? Theory provides clear and precise explanations of important phenomena. It focuses scholarly attention on puzzles that set the research agenda for students in the field. Ideally, theory should also offer a set of testable and falsifiable hypotheses, thus encouraging systematic re-evaluation of its main arguments through different research methods. Now, I'm happy to stand by with this definition and what this says, but the implications that of this statement, so theory provides clear and precise explanations of important phenomena. I'm happy with that. The next bit, though, ideally theory should also offer a set of testable and falsifiable hypotheses. Smacks of realism, and it smacks of positivism. It smacks of the objective so-called scientific approach to research that's associated with positivism as a methodology and with realism as a theory. And so I want to just be a little bit cautious about this, because the extent to which we are under an obligation to test and indeed falsify hypotheses when using a post-positivistic methodological orientation is highly debatable. So I'd say we wouldn't necessarily be seeking to do that when we're doing post-positivist research. So when I say that, I mean we wouldn't necessarily be seeking to test and falsify hypotheses using post-positivism. So this statement is quite a positivist one. It has a very positivistic, scientific, objective, observable, observation-like sort of orientation to it. So, but anyway, there is an explanation as to what theory does do, provides a clear and precise explanation of important phenomena. So, moving on, theory and methodology, or really it should have been the other way around, methodology and theory are most beneficial when they accompany each other for the advancement of knowledge. While theory provides explanations of particular phenomena based on specific assumptions, theoretical arguments have to be augmented with systematic methods of testing that help guard against chance and selection bias. So, thus further reinforcing the relationship between theory and methodology.